There is something happening right now that you cannot see but can absolutely feel. A current moving beneath the surface of everything. A signal traveling through the invisible field that connects all minds, all hearts, all souls who have ever loved each other. And that signal has your name on it. It is moving right now, in this exact moment, through the space between you and the person you love. And on the other end of it, something is stirring in them that they cannot explain. They don't know why. They couldn't tell you if you asked, but something keeps pulling their attention back to you. A warmth that rises without reason, a memory that surfaces out of nowhere, a quiet restlessness that only exists because you are alive in their consciousness, because you never left it, because love, real love, the kind that lives in the deep mind, does not simply switch off when the outer world goes quiet. This is the telepathy of love, and it is working right now for you, on them. Whether they know it or not, let yourself settle into that truth for a moment. Let your body respond to it. Let your shoulders drop and your jaw unclench and your hands go soft. Because you don't need to do anything to make this happen. It is already happening. The transmission is already sent. The signal is already received. The only thing left for you to do is to be still enough to feel it and to trust it with every quiet breath you take in this moment. Breathe in slowly, all the way down and out, long and easy. And as you breathe, let the outer world begin to fall away. The noise, the wondering, the watching for signs, the checking, the hoping, let all of it grow quiet, because in the space beneath all of that noise is where the real work happens, in the silence, in the stillness, in the inner world where you and the person you love are already connected in ways that no distance, no silence, no circumstance can interrupt. There is a river of unseen communication that flows between every heart that loves and every soul that longs to be loved. It is not limited by distance. It is not blocked by silence. It moves through the fabric of consciousness like water through stone, slowly, inevitably, reshaping everything it touches. And right now, that river is carrying something from you to them. Every feeling of love you hold, every thought of warmth you send, every quiet moment in which you imagine them and feel the connection between you, all of it is traveling, all of it is arriving, all of it is landing somewhere inside them as a warmth they can't place, a pull they can't resist, a thought of you they can't shake. Let your body sink a little deeper now. Feel the surface beneath you. Feel the weight of your body being held. Feel your breath slowing, your thoughts loosening, the edges of the day growing soft and distant. You are moving into the place where things are true before they're visible, the inner world, the real world, the world where your imagination is not a fantasy, but a fact, a living vibration that is already shaping what's coming toward you. And in that world, in the world that is most real, something beautiful is happening to the person you love right now. They are thinking of you, not with effort, not because they decided to, but the way a song returns to the mind hours after you've heard it, unbidden, complete, undeniable. You are that song. You are the thing their mind keeps returning to when the distractions fall away. In their quietest moments, the ones they don't share with anyone, you are there. You have always been there. Because the telepathic link of love is not something you build. It is something you recognize. It already exists. It has always existed. You are simply allowing yourself to feel it now. Every time you have thought of them with love, every time you have felt the warmth of imagining them beside you, every time you have held the feeling of connection in your chest, even when the outer world seemed to say otherwise, that thought, charged with that feeling, traveled. It moved through the infinite field of consciousness and reached them. They may not have known the source, they may have called it something else, but they felt it as a sudden memory of you, as a softening somewhere in their chest, as the impulse to reach for their phone and stop themselves, as a dream that left them waking with your name already in their mind. You have been speaking to them this whole time. The language of feeling is the only language the deep mind understands, and you have been fluent in it all along. Breathe in again, long and deep, and out. And with every exhale, let yourself release the need to manage any of this. You don't manage the sun rising. You don't manage the tide coming in. You simply allow what is already true to become visible in its own perfect time. The telepathy of love does not operate on the schedule your fear would prefer. It moves in its own rhythm, always precise, always perfectly timed. Your only task right now is to stay in the feeling, to live in the inner truth, to hold the knowing so steadily and so warmly that the outer world has no choice but to conform. And the knowing is this: they miss you. Right now, somewhere in the life they are living, the person you love is missing you. Not as a wound, not as something they are choosing, as something they cannot stop, as the specific ache that only exists when something real is absent. They know the shape of where you belong in their world because they have felt you there. And now, in the silence, in the spaces between everything else, they feel the outline of where you should be. That outline is you. That feeling is the telepathic signal of your love arriving and doing exactly what love does, reminding them of what is real. Let yourself feel that for a moment, not desperately, not with that anxious reaching energy that pushes things away, with the quiet certainty of someone who knows how this works, with the deep, settled peace of someone who understands that what they have planted in consciousness is already growing, already ripening, already almost ready to appear in the visible world. They miss you. That is not a wish. That is the natural consequence of everything you are and everything you have shared and everything that lives between you in the invisible field that connects all minds. Picture them now, not in some future moment, now, right now, in whatever space they occupy. Feel them there, not as someone far away, unreachable, on the other side of some vast distance, as someone connected to you by a thread of consciousness that cannot be broken, a thread that runs between your heart and theirs through every second of every day, regardless of what the outer world looks like. Feel that thread, not with effort, just acknowledge it, just let it be real, because it is real, more real than any silence, more real than any distance, as real as anything you have ever felt. And feel what is traveling along that thread right now. Feel the warmth of your own love moving through it. Feel the quiet, steady signal of your knowing that this connection is real, that this love is real, that the two of you belong in each other's lives, traveling through the field and landing in them as a warmth, a stir, a nudge, a thought of you that arrives without warning and stays without permission. You are happening to them right now. Your love is reaching them right now. And somewhere in the deep mind, the mind beneath the mind, the part of them that knows what is true, they feel it. They feel you. Breathe in and out. Let your whole body grow heavier and warmer with every breath. Let the thinking mind grow quieter. Let the part of you that worries and wonders and keeps score rest completely, because that part of you doesn't have access to what's real. The real work happens below the worry. It happens in the stillness, in the feeling, in the quiet inner knowing that you are sustaining right now as you breathe and rest and let your imagination be the most powerful thing in the room. Your imagination is not decoration. It is not comfort. It is the creative force of the universe working through you. Every image you hold in feeling, every scene you inhabit in consciousness sends a vibration through the field that is more powerful than any word ever spoken. When you close your eyes and feel the connection between you and the person you love, when you feel their presence, their warmth, the particular ease of being with them, you are not daydreaming. You are instructing the universe. You are planting seeds in the deep mind that will grow, that must grow, because that is the law. What you imagine with feeling becomes the pattern, and the universe always, always, always organizes itself to match the pattern. So feel it now. Feel them thinking of you. Don't try to make it happen. It is happening. Just feel it. Feel the moment when a thought of you rises in them without cause. Feel the moment they smile at something that reminded them of you, even though they didn't mean to think of you at all. Feel the moment they lie in the quiet of their room and let themselves admit, just to themselves, just in the dark where no one can hear, that they miss you, that something in their life is missing the specific shape of you, that no amount of distraction has been able to fully fill the space where you belong. Feel that, not with triumph, with love, with the soft, warm compassion of someone who understands that love is complicated and people are afraid, and it takes courage to admit the truth even to yourself. Feel it with tenderness. because tenderness is the frequency that opens hearts. And as you feel it, know that that very feeling is traveling. Your tenderness toward them is traveling through the field right now and landing in them as safety, as warmth, as the inexplicable sense that you are someone they can return to, that you are someone who sees them, that whatever was between you was real and is still real and is waiting for them when they are ready to stop pretending otherwise. You are sending that message right now, not with words, not with actions, but with the most powerful transmission there is, a feeling held with certainty in the inner world where all creation begins. Let your body go completely soft now. Feel your breath moving in and out like a slow tide. Feel the quiet of this space settling all the way in. There is no rush here, no urgency, no fear, just the deep, steady peace of someone who is resting in the truth of what already is. What already is love. What already is connection. What already is the telepathic thread between you and the person you love, alive and active and constant, carrying your signal to them in every moment, reaching the part of them that cannot pretend, the part that knows what is real. And they know, somewhere underneath all of it, they know what you had was not ordinary. They know what they felt was not replaceable. They know that the quiet they have been living in is the quiet of absence, not of resolution. They know because the feeling of you keeps arriving. It keeps coming. It doesn't stop because you don't stop. Your love doesn't stop. Your consciousness doesn't stop reaching for theirs. And theirs, despite everything, keeps reaching back, and not always visibly, not always in ways the outer world can see, but in the deep mind, in the real world, in the field where love lives. They are reaching toward you even now. Feel that. Receive that. Let it move through you, not as a hope, but as a knowing. The kind of knowing that lives in the chest, not the head. The kind that doesn't need evidence because it is the evidence. You have always known. And that knowing is the most powerful force in the universe when it is held with this kind of stillness, this kind of peace, this quiet, unshakable certainty that what is true in the inner world must become true in the outer one. Breathe in, long and slow, and out, and let yourself drift even deeper now. Past the surface of thought, into the deep, quiet place where the mind becomes still like water and you can feel everything that is real. Feel the field of consciousness around you, infinite and alive, connecting every mind, every heart, every soul. Feel yourself within it, not small, not isolated, not separated from the person you love by any real distance, but part of the same vast intelligence that animates everything, part of the same awareness that beats in their chest and moves their breath and stirs in them as a thought of you they cannot shake. You are never separate from them in this field. There is no such thing as separation in consciousness. There is only the degree to which you believe in it. And right now, in this moment, you are releasing the belief in separation. You are settling into the truth of connection, the truth that says there is an invisible bridge between you, built of every genuine feeling you have ever had, every real moment you shared, every loving thought you have ever sent their way, and that bridge is standing. It has always been standing. It will always be standing. And they are on it right now, even if they don't know it, moving toward you, pulled by the current of their own feeling, drawn by the frequency of your love, which is the frequency of their own heart's truth. Let the feeling deepen. Feel them missing you the way the body misses something it has known, not dramatically, not in a way that hurts, in the quiet, involuntary way that the body knows when something real is absent, the way you notice the weight of a hand when it lifts, the way a room feels different after someone leaves it. That is how they miss you, in the texture of their days, in the particular quality of the silences, in the moments when something happens and you are the first person they think to tell, and then they remember, and they sit with that feeling for a moment longer than they mean to. That feeling is your signal arriving. That feeling is the telepathy of love doing exactly what it does, reaching through the field and landing in them as the unavoidable truth of what you mean to each other. And you don't have to chase that truth. You don't have to force it. You don't have to perform it or convince anyone of it or wait desperately for evidence. You just have to feel it. You just have to live in it. You just have to be here in this still, quiet space, resting in the certainty of what is already true, and let the outer world do what the outer world always does. Catch up to the inner one, in its own time, in its own way, with a grace and a perfection that no amount of striving could ever manufacture. So rest here, stay here. Let every breath take you deeper into the knowing. Let every exhale release the last of the fear and the waiting and the wondering. Let the feeling of this connection, warm and certain and real, fill you completely. Let it move through every part of you. Let it be the truth your body holds while you rest. Let it be what you carry into sleep and what greets you when you wake. The telepathy of love is not something you do, it is something you are. When you love someone in the deep mind with peace instead of need, with certainty instead of fear, with the quiet, unshakable knowing of someone who has remembered rather than discovered, you become a transmission. You become the signal, and the signal always reaches its destination. Right now, on the other side of whatever space exists between you, the person you love is feeling something they can't quite name. A warmth, a pull, a memory of you rising like a tide, a thought of you arriving with that quality of realness that only belongs to things that matter. They are in the soft space of their own day, their own quiet, their own unguarded moment, and you are there with them, not as a ghost, not as a wound, as the living warmth of something true. As the echo of a love that didn't go anywhere, because real love doesn't go anywhere. It waits, it endures, it crosses whatever distance the outer world invents and lands exactly where it was always meant to land. They feel you, they miss you, they are thinking about you right now with more tenderness than they would be willing to admit out loud. And every moment you spend in this stillness, in this knowing, in this deep, peaceful certainty, you are strengthening that feeling in them. You are making the signal clearer. You are making the pull stronger, not through force, not through fear, through the simple, irresistible power of love that is certain of itself. Love that does not beg, love that does not chase, love that simply is, fully and completely, and lets the universe do the rest. Breathe in, out. Let the whole world be quiet. Let this truth be the only sound. They miss you. They are thinking of you. The connection between you is real and alive and growing stronger with every moment you spend in this inner certainty. The outer world is catching up. It is always catching up. And when it arrives and when the message comes, when the shift happens, when the thing you have been holding in your heart finally shows up in your hands, it will not feel like something new. It will feel like remembering, like something that was always true finally becoming visible. Like coming home to something that was never really gone. Because it wasn't, it isn't, it never will be. The telepathy of love is eternal. It is the current that never stops, the signal that never fades, the bridge that stands regardless of what the outer world appears to show. And you are standing on it right now, and so are they, and the distance between you is closing, quietly and certainly, and in the perfect rhythm of love that knows exactly what it is doing and has never once needed you to worry on its behalf. Rest now. Sink completely into this knowing. Let your body be heavy and warm and completely at peace. Let the feeling of connection, of love, of certainty, let it be the last thing you hold as you drift deeper. They miss you. That is already true. It has already been true. And the evidence of it is on its way to you right now, moving through the visible world, the way all inner truths eventually move, slowly, perfectly, unstoppably, exactly as it was always going to. It is done. It is already done. Just breathe, just rest, just know it is done.